When I really started to think about writing Good to the Core, it really came from a place of just realizing what a void I think we have created in our workplace and in any arena of life, in government, in our spiritual institutions, that it seemed like that the problems that we were experiencing was a void of values. I began to realize that I just assumed that if you ask people to get a blank sheet of paper and write down their values, that most people would be able to do that, and I was surprised to find how few could actually do it. Most people would think that they're a values-based person, but well, when it really came to writing down the values, they would draw a blank. They would not have words that would come to them. And they began to realize that, well, I think I'm a values-based person, but I don't know what the values are. And so we began to focus on this issue of that there really is a call to be good to the core, and that we have that within us if we will just focus on it and make it a priority. And so Good to the Core is all about building value with values, whether it's within ourselves or within the organizations in which we work. I strongly believe when it comes to organizations that it's really hard for an organization to get its people, its employees, its leaders to really grab on to the values of an organization if they don't know the values of themselves first. But once we know the values of ourselves, then we can begin to see a piece of ourselves when we see and understand and learn the values of the organizations in which we work. And so Good to the Core certainly is designed to be an inspiration, but it's also called to be a call to action. A call to action and understanding and articulating in a very specific and concrete way what are the values that drive us as an individual. And then a call to know and to understand and to hold ourselves accountable to the values of the organizations in which we work, and to hold others accountable to those values as well. And if we work for organizations where those values are not articulated, then maybe we need to become the ambassadors and the leaders to make sure those values are discovered and that they are taught and that they are lived within the values in which we work. You see, I truly do believe that we're good to the core. The question is, will we drive to the center to find out what that goodness really is?